Okay, this is the second video on this repair. These were ripped out and I brazed them in. I filled them up with brass. I used silicon bronze on here. I tigged this one up. I still have to do the two up front here. I'm probably going to use nickel down here, and then I'll probably build the rest of it up with silicon bronze. Um, this putting a lot of heat in this block is kind of problematic. Now, if we were doing a repair on this corner here, this ear, uh, yeah, call it an ear, I could build that up really easy. We won't have to worry about too much heat or any distortion. Same with starter tabs like this part here. I built that completely up, and you don't have to worry about it pulling. This, because it's got 3 bolt holes, I had to put a lot of heat in the block. I didn't really particularly care to do that. Luckily, it doesn't look like we've got too many problems. I found a crack right here. Honestly, I couldn't tell you if that was caused from the accident or me just really pouring the wick to it. Um, there's always a plan A, a plan B, and a plan C, and if you got a D, that helps a lot too. These repairs don't always go as planned, and most certainly this one did not go as good as I would have liked it to. Yeah, that's kind of the way it goes sometimes. But got it repaired. I U-grooved it out. I don't V-groove, I U-groove. And then I pin it. I will put a little nickel rod in here. I don't particularly care for nickel. I've had some problems tapping it and machining it after the fact. I use this company here. And I know there's, I think, Muggy. This was Weld Mold Products. This is, I believe it's a 702 rod. Yeah, 702. Weld Mold Company. I believe they're still in business. I've had pretty good luck with that, and it's fairly malleable, so I can usually machine it. My mill doesn't particularly care for it, so if you're on a deck and you've got to burn through and you fill it with that, you got to heat it up and preheat it and kind of let it go slow. But there it is, and I know I didn't film during the whole process. It would be long and boring, but typically on a repair like this, you want to heat this whole area up as fairly warm. I got this up to 300, and then I welded this up here and welded that one and this one, and they're set and spotted for time certs, which is a full threaded collar. I prefer them on repair like this because we have some bronze and iron. But bronze is very close to iron as far as strength goes, so I shouldn't have a problem. But this one here had a crack in it. I'm probably not going to put an insert in here. I put a lot more material here where Dart didn't have any. Same with this one. So there it is, and I hope you get something out of it. If you're going to attempt to do something like this, I've got a few blocks under my belt, but hey, it always don't go as well as you want it to. It's best to practice on an old junk block first. But you got to watch how things are pulling. When you weld something, you got to peen it and try to relieve the material, or it's going to pull a lot and it can cause a crack. Like I said, I found a crack here. It probably maybe started. This thing got hit pretty hard, but I can't guarantee that. But I V'd it out and I filled it with nickel. I drilled it on the end and I filled it with nickel. So I've had pretty good luck fixing freeze repairs on the jacket of blocks with nickel. So, and I'm going to pressure check this, of course. And if I do find a couple little fizzes, I'm probably just going to pin them with iron pins. It's always best to do cold repairs if you can. And obviously this was past a cold repair, so we had to use the material that I'm most comfortable using, and that's usually brass, but nickel sometimes works too. like I said, it's always good to have an A and a B and a C and a D plan. And if you've got more, that's fine too. But there's always a good idea to have a few backup plans just in case things don't go the way you want them. That's it. Good luck.